So, getting into this episode of GH, um, Nina is really getting on my nerves. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to you. She is like really annoying me. Like, she should have listened to Maxie. Maxie told Nina to not approach Carly. She was like, it's a bad idea. Of course, Nina did not want to listen. She tried to, be polite and, say she was sorry about what happened with Jocelyn and stuff. She heard about it. And I like how Carly just didn't really engage her. Carly just shot her a little smug look. And then she just moved it along. She walked away from her. And I like how Carly handled it. Because at the end of the day, Carly has nothing to really say to Nina at this point. They're not friends. They're not besties. She don't like Nina. So it's like, why approach her knowing that she don't like you? Like, Nina should have just came to yoga, did her stretches, did her poses, downward dog, and move on with her day. Like, why do you keep approaching people? You know what I'm saying? That don't like you. In my opinion, she's doing this to try to gain sympathy and play the victim card. And I'm glad Carly called her out on it. Because once Carly walked away, Nina couldn't let well enough be alone. She had to walk up on her again to try to talk to her. And Maxie told her, leave it alone. And Nina would not listen. It's like, see, it's that BS that I'm talking about with her. So she walks up to her and wants to talk to her about Wiley. Why are you talking to her about Wiley? Carly has nothing to do with that visitation stuff. I don't get why she keeps trying to, like any other time, she keeps blaming Carly like Carly has something to do with the reason why she's not seeing Wiley. Carly has not spoken to Michael about Nina and Wiley. We have not seen one scene of her discussing it with Michael. This is all Michael and Willow. Why are you talking to Carly about this? She has nothing to do with it. This is one of my issues with Nina. Carly lives rent free in this woman's head. Like, she just can't. She's obsessed. Like she acting like a fan, like a groupie, like a little thirst bucket. Like, do you need some water? Do you need a Gatorade or something for your electrolytes? Like, you seem very dehydrated. Like, go get something to drink. Like this. Go grab a drink. Hydrate yourself because you're looking a little thirsty. It's like, leave that woman alone. She ain't got nothing to say to you. And of course, Nina turns on the victim card. Oh, he's the only connection I have to my daughter. He's the only thing I have left. And Carly just about snapped on her. She was like, I really wish that you would stop playing the victim. And she does. And I'm glad Carly gave it to her. She was like, this is what you do all the time. You try to play the victim role. And that's what Nina does. She played victim. And then as soon as Carly snapped back at her, basically saying that the only reason you want to be around Wiley is because he connects you to your dead daughter, of course, Nina gets upset and storms out. That's what she does. She plays victim. And then when you call her out, she wants to call foul on the play and run off like a little kid. Like, well, then leave people the hell alone. You know what I mean? All she had to do was listen to Maxie and mind her business. So now she feels like, okay, the legal route is the only way I'm going to have to go. Well, if you want to go file for visitation with the court, go do that. My thing is, she claims that she's trying to handle this outside of the courts. You're being manipulative outside of the court is what you're doing, because you're trying to, enlist people to help you. You're trying to garner sympathy. You're trying to come at other people to do your dirty work. You went to Sunny. That didn't work. You went to Harmony. That's not working. Then you try to go to Carly. That backfired on you. Why don't you go set up a meeting with Michael and his attorney? You bring your lawyer and y'all do a mediation. How about you do that? Where y'all can come to some type of compromise where it stays out of the court. That's what she should have did. The problem with Nina is she does everything half-ass and backwards. That's the problem with her. She tries to manipulate other people to do her dirty work. She even tried to get Phyllis to get Harmony on her side. Like, she will go to any and everybody and go the backdoor way of doing things instead of doing it the right way, the smart way. You call your attorney, you call Michael's attorney, y'all all get together and figure this out without being in the court. That's how you handle that. She handles everything wrong, and that's why it always blows up in her face. I have no sympathy for Nina at this point. I really don't. It's like, handle it right or don't handle it at all. It's that simple. So Diane was pretty much talking to Michael and Willow about the same thing. Like she was having a conversation with them about this whole smoke situation, that reporter stuff, because she knows that Nina's attorney is going to use this against Michael in court. If they take it to court, she's going to use it to try to paint him as a danger, a volatile person, which is true. She's going to use it. So Diane's trying to come up with, a way to nip this reporter thing in the bud, so that way the charges could get dropped against Michael, and Nina can't use it against him because he'll have no pending charges against him. The only thing she could really think of at the moment was to go to Alexis about it and see if they can give Smoke some type of exclusive or whatever, so he'll drop the charges against Michael. Alexis didn't think it was going to work because Smokes pretty much hates Alexis because she gave the Cameron and Jocelyn interview to another reporter and not him. So now Diane has to come up with a whole nother way to handle this situation. So of course, Harmony comes in trying to get Michael and Willow to let Nina see Wiley, and they figured it out. They was like, basically, Nina got to you. And she admitted it. She was like, yeah, Nina, spoke to me about it, and I'm speaking to y'all. So they kind of nipped that in the bud or whatever. And Harmony told me, oh, I won't bring it up again. Of course you will. My thing is with this whole visitation situation with Nina, if I was Michael and Willow, honestly, the only offer I would make Nina right now is supervised visitation. That's the only offer I would make. I would do supervised for at least a couple months, see how that goes. And if she behaves herself, then I will, ease up on the supervision, and she could start, taking him out to a playground or something like that. Ease into this thing, so that way it doesn't have to go to court. That's what I would do. Just to keep this thing out of the courtroom, because that's where they don't want to take it. You know what I'm saying? You don't want a judge deciding for you. Willow keeps yawning and stuff like that. And remember, she fainted before. Now she's yawning. She claims that it's because she's been studying so much, up late studying for this nursing program. I don't know. Should they be checking her for a pregnancy? I'm just saying. Because she's sure showing a little bit of symptoms of it, or with that fainting and stuff. Like, is she pregnant, or does she just got a medical issue? Because I don't know if they ran the test on her or if she got the test back, but I do know that they said that she was just dehydrated or whatever. I'm like, I don't know. Might want to check that pregnancy calendar. I'm just saying. Pregnancy seems to be in the air lately. Honestly, Harmony should have just stayed out of this whole mess. Because even Alexis advised her to stay out of it. And she told me, well, I thought about it and I'm going to talk to Michael and Willow about Nina. You should have stayed out of it like Alexis told you to do. Little murder. She a straight up murderer. I can't wait for her to get caught. Everything about her is shifty. See, even I try to give her the benefit of the doubt, and that was, I should never did that. Because, leopards don't never change their spots, and she always been shifty. I can't wait for Alexis to find out what she did. I really can't, I really hope Alexis opens her eyes to this woman. But it seems like we might be getting closer to that. We might be getting closer to that because the guy at the bar was looking at story and stuff like that, an invader story and stuff, and he was looking at Alexis's picture, and I knew I recognized him because I had to go back in my memory bank, like, where I know him from? And I was like, is that Neil Brother? Because I do remember they showed Neil Brother before, and lo and behold, it's him. He popped up at Alexis' office and stuff, wanting to talk to her, I guess. And I'm guessing he probably want to look into Neil's death because I don't think he ever believed that it was an overdose. He don't believe that because I know he know his brother. You know what I'm saying? His brother wasn't no drug addict. So I know he not buying it. So that's probably why he back in town to look deeper into it and find out what really happened. So that's probably why he want to go talk to Alexis to see what she may know. Like, how was Neil acting prior to his death? Like, what was, going on in his life prior? So that's probably what he want to talk to her about. I hope so, because they need to find out what's going on, because I can't wait for Harmony to get hers. Honestly, it's high time for her to get what she got coming to her with her little sneaky self. So anyway, moving on from that, Nicholas continues to be an idiot. He being all gullible and stuff like that. This fool sitting here talking about, oh, Esme's feeling alone and stuff like that, and that's not good for the baby. I am so glad Spencer told him, yeah, if there is a baby. I said, exactly. I'm glad somebody's smart enough to say it. Like, y'all don't even know if the chick is pregnant. All she said was that she might be pregnant, that her period was late. That's all she said. She still has yet to take a pregnancy test. And I'm glad on tomorrow's episode, Spencer's going to call her out on it. Because I'm not buying nothing until she pees on a stick in front of me and I see those results. Like, there's no question about it. And then on top of that, I'm still going to want a DNA test just because I don't trust her. Like, it could be somebody else's. I'm just saying. Um, Her plan so far is working. Like, she really wanted to get up in Windermere so she could be closer to Nicholas. And I think she probably pulled that pregnancy stunt because she figured it'd get her into Windermere a lot quicker if she was carrying a cast of iron air. You know what I'm saying? Nicholas would take pity on her. And so far it's working because now that Sonny grabbed her and stuff, she's afraid that she's going to get grabbed again. So, of course, Spencer was like putty in her hand, suggesting that she move into Windermere or whatever, and he'll move back in too because it'll be safer. This is all working out exactly how she wanted it to work out, so she could be closer to Nicholas and have more access to him. I wonder what Ava gonna say about this. Cause I know Ava not gonna be happy, especially when she know Esme the one that framed Trina. She ain't gonna be happy. And Spencer's so stupid, sitting there believing Esme now, talking about cause of the evidence. Spencer, shut up. Shut your mouth. Now all of a sudden you want to dog my girl Trina out now for this little skeezer? Please. He do not deserve Trina at all. He don't deserve her. You know who do deserve her? Officer Rory Cabrera. That's the one who deserve her. Did y'all see him in the courtroom today? Checking out Trina? Oh, he was looking. He was looking. I seen that look he was giving her. I even zoomed in on the episode. I got a zoom in feature. I had paused it and I zoomed in on it. Listen, he was checking her out from head to toe. I said, go ahead, Rory. Go get her number. Go get it. I see you want it. Go get it. ASAP. Go get her number. I'm shipping them. I like them. I'm over her and Spencer at this point. I want her and Rory to get together. But I need to know his backstory first. Like, who he come from. See, I'm being all nosy. But who he come from, I want to know. But yeah, because Molly apparently is a second to the assistant district attorney, so she's helping out on the case too. So the ADA pretty much offered Trina a plea deal where if she pleads guilty, then the ADA will recommend to the judge, they'll drop the felony charges or whatever, and the ADA will recommend to the judge that Trina gets 3 years probation, and I think she has to pay, what, $1,000 fine or something like that? But see, here's my problem with that, and I agree with Scott, because even Scott said it, that she shouldn't take the deal. And I agree she shouldn't. Because then if she takes that deal, that goes on her record. You know what I'm saying? Don't take that deal. Especially when you know you didn't do it. Don't take it. Because Scott was like, basically, with the evidence that they have, he could almost guarantee that she won't go to prison. The problem is, if she is found guilty at a trial, she can face up to 5 years. And she didn't like the odds when Scott said almost, that she would go free, almost go free. Well, sometimes you got to roll the dice. Plus, she got a lot of prominent people in the community willing to speak on her behalf, so that got to go have some sway with the judge. Because it speaks to her character. Nobody has a bad thing to say about her, so that should be working her favor. I like Scott and all, but I was kind of ticked off because I'm like, why didn't they bring back Taggart's sister Gia for this storyline? Because I feel like wasn't Gia a lawyer or something? Last I heard, she's an attorney. She could have represented Trina. I think that would have been good if they would have brought Gia back in here for this. I think that would have been dope. Her and Nicholas could have got reunited. I think it had a lot of great potential story if they brought Gia in. So anyway, of course, Trina had to weigh her options about what she wanted to do. And she was like, she was going to go in the hallway to kind of get some air and think about it. And look at Officer Rory. He was like, oh, I'll go out there with her. I bet you will. He had a Kool-Aid smile on his face when he said, oh, I'll be invisible. Sir, you don't have to be invisible. We want Trina to see you there. That's the whole beauty of it. We want her to see you. You don't have to be invisible. We all want to see you out there. We all want to see her with you. So, why I do. I'm just saying. I'm shipping them hard. I really am. They would look so good together. And some people talk about his age or whatever. I'm like, listen, Trina is an adult. She is grown. Okay, she's not a child. She's grown. She's of legal age, so she could date him. Um, I'm here for it. I am so here for it. And I am so happy that Joss and Cameron showed up when they did to support her. Because they don't believe for 1 second that she did it. And I'm glad they don't. They were there to be by her side and stuff. And I love how they all hugged and all that. And they standing by, their girl's side. And I love it. I love to see the unity. Um, Hopefully Trina enters a not guilty plea. That's what I'm hoping. I really do, because even Jocelyn was telling her, don't plead guilty on something that you didn't do, because you didn't do this. So why plead guilty? I said exactly, and that's what Portia was worried about, this being on her record, because she was like, no, she's not about to let her daughter ruin her life, for some dumb boy and his stupid girlfriend. And I agree. Do not plead guilty. Let Scott do his thing, because trust, Scott gonna get her off. If Scott could get Julie and Jerome off of murder charges, he could damn sure get her off of this. I'm just saying, this is peanuts compared to murder. So I know Scott could get her off. So anyway, that was pretty much the whole episode. Hit the comment section, let me know what you all thought about this episode, and I will see you all later. Peace.